security, foremen, and all that radius. Controlled via walkie-talkie in the station beside the museum. There have always been guards. Monsieur, his perfect waistcoat. She hears the footsteps crackle. The reverie vanishes. The dream is to steal something dry and return it to the water. Aphrodite Galapagos of the beautiful behind. The creep touches stone, discovers plastic. He's early, decides to walk into town. Nash follows. They're bound together. They both know it. We hide from rain. The heavy pines protect us. Without reason, crows hoard objects they're not willing to defend. Now inside the suitcase, a paper bag from the pharmacy, crisp with dark patches of glistening fat. Should have left it to be found by Eloise on the doorstep of Delombre. Bones and meat, what's left of Tom. High, high, the crane shifts woodily. It extends 2-meter wings. It rises. 7 shades of night in here to Le Notre's ovals. Crackling gravel beneath tires of the golf cart startling a magpie. She knows they see her. She holds her head down. The creep's carrying a steel briefcase. The creep enters the Saint Cloud village police station. Nash can't believe it. The creep's wearing a suit. The sun sinks, the west. Nash follows. In the police station waiting room, a red-cheeked teenager not even hopped up. An old lady, high bourgeois, gesturing without moving towards French perfection, legs carefully together. Along the avenue of trees, Nordic walkers stake into the emperor's own ground. The orangerie in the nearing blackness. Trompe l'oeil taken to a point so real it's insanity to behold it. She's not alone. She sits up on the lichen-laden bench, stone already wet with the coming rain. Behind the bulletproof glass, an armed elite strolls through apparently endless clear-lighted hallways. The park's a hole in something not even here. If she were a poet, she'd be an extreme ironist. On a bench lined geometrically with her own across the thin, long rectangle, the thin, long pusher hisses evilly at a strung-out prool. He gestures skeleton-like at nothing. She knows she hasn't been seen. Just like that, the crane flies, big as a dog in the air. Our friend approaches the bulletproof window. A thin mustached man faces him. His request is politely rejected. Please call Monsieur Tachenet at your convenience. The creep is stonewalled. Inside the suitcase are Tom's remains, indubitably Tom's. Our friend chuckles as he exits. Tom's meat, literally. Better to dispose of without the help of the police. In darkness shall be light, Avni hovering over the river Seine. Did he say to meet at the Lafayette Monument? Neo-fascists celebrating a victory over fascists? The absence of light emerges from under a bank of hissing trees, scent of the cut grass, smoke, and vaguely piss. Alone like a poet lost in the rain. The rain comes down in fast, hard sheets. The crane shelters beneath a willow. Tom loved that species of the arboretum. Even if he was a murderer, Tom loved things like that. He loved the clear dark. Eventually, she raged. He loved the taste of wine, the way it filled his mouth. Could the goddess go about with such thin and spindly legs? Druid cults of pre-Christian Saint-Cloud, buried in soil rich with blood. Nash shivered. Security always provisional. It unloads a tableau above the water. The woods were bigger than he thought they'd be, not like a park. Reminded him of his father's tales of the Ardennes. The creep exits the gendarmerie, suitcase in hand. Nash follows. The creep stops at a boulangerie. Clear counters stuffed with sandwiches. It's crowded. Nash gets one too. Chicken. Good. Amazingly good. Nash impressed. The way grows steeper. He runs, panting. Jesus, they'll fucking bury me up here. He rests. Feels like it. Seeing all the way to the Eiffel Tower and Montmartre, places like that. Places Tom knew well. Couldn't see Le Marais where he liked to eat. Paris disturbs Nash. It's like they've carved the bloody cylinder out of everyone else's history, adorned it with the tricolor, and occupied themselves with walking around its confines, looking only inward. Is she thirsty? She opens the bottle. Plastic water bottle. Still life of the extreme ironist. She's early. He only said night. Or was she supposed to be there now? Maybe even it was Tom's choice somehow. Behind the lions, up along the old stone of the Grande Cascade, there was a vault, a perfect shelter from the rain, a secret known only to the Countess and her people. Ah, so we're not at the Lafayette at all. Long way from London and the mobile's out, wouldn't you know? She was supposed to be dead long ago. Tom had always hoped she would die. Surprising he didn't kill her himself. She lit a cigarette, her fourth. Well, they wouldn't leave without her, that she knew, even if they had to scour the whole of Saint-Cloud to find her. In his voice she'd heard it, the desire. The rain was letting up. Ever since Derwatt had or hadn't done himself in, thereby sending up the price of his paintings, or those works purported to be his paintings, astronomically, Tom had wanted to kill her. He was like an animal, an evil animal, masquerading as the most normal man in the world. She shivered. She'd bury him. She'd walk the labyrinth of the enormous hardware store in Clichy, walking a wood-smelling maze to find the shovel and the bag. His remains.